Alright, what's going on, guys?
That's no fun.
You may know that we went to Bones and Ashes 2022. You may not, if you watched any of the stuff. You may also know that we went to Dreaded Legends last year. And for those of you that watched that video, you know we had a miserable time. Now, I made a video talking about our overall experience, and Hanu actually reached out and we talked on the phone for a good long while about all sorts of stuff. It was a good conversation, to the point of willing to try again. So this time around, we went to Bones and Ashes in North Carolina. A much bigger field, and to be fair for Dreaded Legends, that was an event that we were unaware going into it, the type of event that it was supposed to be. We knew the gist of it, but we didn't know how small that field was, which now we do. Not our jam, we know that now. Which we may give it another go one of these years, but I don't think we're going to be going this year just because, you know, timing and stuff isn't going to work out that way. But for Bones and Ashes, you're looking at Black Ops, which is a huge field. And that being said, it was lots and lots and lots of walking. But also, I'll go ahead and put it out there as far as our experience, it was phenomenal. Bones and Ashes was a fantastic event. They had lots of stuff going on before the event, some glow stick hunts, some team stuff, some dodgeball, all sorts of stuff. There were vendors all over the place. It was a drastically different experience, and it was a much, much better experience than what we had at Dreaded Legends. Now, Dreaded Legends is a newer event. I think it's only happened a couple times for them, to be fair to them. Bones and Ashes is a much more established thing that happens often. Now, with Bones and Ashes being a bigger field, there was a ton of walking, which is not their fault, but man, it kicked our ass. But it was still a good overall experience. And part of the fun of going to these events for me personally is just kind of being in that environment, hanging out at the tents, you know, chilling out, eating lunch, loading back up, going out, playing, coming back, hanging out, talking to people, and so on and so forth. Kind of just being in that atmosphere and everybody being in that same vibe. It's just a fun, good time. So they had tanks, they had walking tanks, they had some new stuff that we personally hadn't dealt with, and it was a cool, fun time to deal with those things. I mean, there'd be times we were pushing hard and then a tank rolls up and we just have to leave, and there's, you know, nothing we can do about that. So the tanks added a super fun, cool new experience to our whole group. We've never done that. Which, if you don't know, we don't travel a whole lot. We just recently started doing this over the last couple years, and we can't make it to a whole lot in a year because, you know, that's just not how things work out for us. But, you know, we're trying to go to more things and get out there and have more experiences, so we're getting there. Hanu, I talked to him when I got there and talked to him when I left. Awesome dude, super understanding. I mean, if you're unhappy with something, he's going to listen to you, and it seems like he genuinely cares. And it says a lot about him and his people that he even reached out and talked to me in the first place, because, you know, I'm a nobody little person, right? I mean, my opinion doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's not like I have mass effect on people, so it was cool of him to reach out and talk, and everything went so much better. I mean, I don't know what else to say about our experience with Bones and Ashes other than it was really, really good. But I definitely wanted to make something and get it out there because I made a negative thing about Dreaded Legends because that was our experience. I wanted to make a positive experience video to be fair to them because, you know, he was willing to give us another chance. He talked to me and said, okay, well, you know what? We'll give it you another shot. Let's go see what this is about. And this event was drastically different and drastically for the better. We had maybe 10 or 12 people there. 12-ish, I think. And, you know, as far as the people that were out there, nobody had any issues with other people as far as my experiences go. Everybody that I interacted with out on the field were awesome. Shout out to the dude in the black suit with the T-15 on the road. That tactical peanut butter. Good times trekking through sparse woods, crawling through stuff with random people is always fun. Paintball community, as usual, was awesome.
Don't know.
No downside at all. If you're thinking about going to Bones and Ashes, do it. It'll be worth your time. It'll be worth your money. It was a ton of fun to go. That being said, we didn't play the second day. We had some stuff going on that was just made our lives a little bit easier to head out that Sunday instead of that Monday like we had planned. I know Red Team ended up winning, I think, like 490 something to like 170. We tried to steer clear of spawns, if my group specifically, if we knew that that's what was happening because of what happened at Dreaded Legends. I didn't want anything to do with that. So if I knew it was a spawn, I would just go somewhere else because I'm not trying to do that and ruin somebody else's time. But there was a lot of back and forth. From what I could tell, it felt like Red was dominant basically that whole first day. But there was a lot of like pushing and pushing back and forth, which was kind of fun. And Green Team getting into the mix, just kind of harassing people at times, ending up like in trenches with random people, just pinned down. It was a great time. And again, if you're thinking about going one year, or probably Living Legends is also very, very similar. If I had to guess, I don't know for sure. I would definitely go check them out, find Hanu, talk to him, introduce yourself, get to know them, because they seem like really good people from what I can tell, now that I've had a little bit more experience with them. So definitely would recommend, if you guys are thinking about it, go check them out. I should still have another video or so of gameplay coming from Bones and Ashes, and then that'll be it. Like I said, I didn't play the second day, so I've only got so much footage I can use for that. But that's going to be it for this one. Until next time, guys. Thanks.